And welcome back to STL TV Live. I'm Ivy Hartman, and joining me here in the studio are Marie Davis and Adam Baer from JDRF. Adam was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes at 32 years of age, and Marie is the executive director for JDRF. And we learned that November is a Diabetes Awareness Month. And really, why is family awareness of diabetes so important, Marie?
Because sometimes you will have the disease and not recognize it because you're just say, well, I ran a lot yesterday, so that's why I'm so thirsty. I'm drinking a lot, that's why I'm going to the bathroom all the time. And your family's going to notice the difference, particularly with small children. Mm-hmm. When you take that little guy's shirt off to give him a bath at night and you look at him and he looks like a skeleton compared to what he did 2 weeks ago, that's the time you go to the doctor.
Really? So what are the symptoms different for children than they are for adults?
No, but they are different between type 1 and type 2.
Talk about that.
Yeah. In type 2, you gain a lot of weight. In type 1, you lose dramatic amounts of weight because without insulin, you cannot process the food, therefore you starve to death.
All right. And the National Awareness Campaign is really important for getting the word out there because you actually have to ask for a glucose test, so a blood glucose test, so that you can determine if you have diabetes or not. But something that's really exciting that's going to be happening here in St. Louis is the Heart of the Home Kitchen Tour. How long have you guys been doing that, Marie?
This is our 3rd annual, and it's so fun because it's not the whole house. It's the kitchen, but when you go to a fabulous home, you see about 5 rooms of that home as you're walking to the kitchen.
Perfect. Okay, yeah. So as I understand it, Adam, have you been on this tour before?
I have not, but I'm going this time.
I bet you are, because this is going to entice you. So the opportunity is going to happen on November 15th. And you can tour 10 different kitchens in the Central West End corridors, which includes Clayton, Ladue, the Central West End itself. And you can find out more information about the event on November 15th by calling 314-729-1846. You can also find more information and ticket information at jdrf.org/teamjdrf. Okay, so what's cool is, tell us more about the kitchens. They're fabulous kitchens, fabulous homes.
Absolutely fabulous homes. The dream that you want to have, the kitchen that you're trying to decide, do I want it to be brown, black, do I want glass countertops, do I want concrete countertops? There'll be advisors there to talk about it with you. There'll also be food and drink, wine, coffee, some really great things. Every house has food and drink.
And you know, you mentioned earlier, we have some pictures of Debbie Monterey with some kids as we kick off this Heart of the Home Kitchen Tour. Food and drink is fun. By the way, that makes every event a lot of fun. But food and drinks especially particularly important to diabetes, right, Adam?
Absolutely. I mentioned earlier it's a balancing act, so I have to be cognizant of every gram of carbohydrate that I consume versus every unit of insulin, and I strike the balance between those, as well as exercise, which also brings down the blood sugar, as does insulin. So that's another part of the balancing act.
You have 3 children. How has this impacted your guys' family lifestyle? And type 1 diabetes, as I understand, is not necessarily hereditary. Is that right?
Very little.
Okay.
Very small hereditary component. It has impacted us as a family because it gave me a very good reason to stay healthy, really every aspect of health, from food to exercise. So fast forward, and I had just a second child on the way when I was diagnosed. I have 3 now, and all 3 are very much into sports as a result of me becoming very much of an exerciser upon being diagnosed with T1D.
But it doesn't seem like it slowed you down a bit, just kind of done a slightly lifestyle change. So if you had one thing to say to our viewers, what would that be?
I would say be very knowledgeable of the disease if you have it or if a family member has it, and then be proactive with taking care of yourself.
Perfect. So the Heart of the Home House Tour, which is 10 fabulous kitchens throughout the Central West End corridor, is coming up November 15th from 10 to 3 p.m. You can get more information and purchase those tickets online through jdrf.org/teamjdrf or by calling 314-729-1846. And because November is Diabetes Awareness Month, we do want to leave you with a little bit more information so that you understand that over half of those people diagnosed with diabetes are actually over the age of 18. And the idea to get diagnosed is you need to see your doctor and ask for a blood glucose test. And some of the symptoms would be that we need to look for fatigue, extreme thirst, maybe blurred vision.
Sometimes very voraciously hungry.
Okay.
Your body's saying, I need food, I need energy, and the body's not working with it correctly.
Weight gains or weight losses. Thank you very much, Marie and Adam, for being here with us. I'm looking forward to the event itself, and November's a nice long month, so we can get the word out there, not just that month of November, but throughout the year. Hopefully some of this information will be helpful to you and your family, and hopefully that you'll be able to attend some of these great events. And we love to keep you informed of all these great events, but we've got to take a break, and when we come back, we will be visiting with Matt and Eric from Mike's Bikes. Will tell us about their first ever pub pedal. And while you're waiting, why not look up STL TV on Facebook? You can follow us on Twitter and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And be sure to invite all your friends to check us out online. We're streaming live on stltv.net. We'll be right back with more.